2024 was a good year. So in terms of wins, we had some good wins. To be fair, we launched a second product, Atlas, actually a third product, Atlas, which we partnered with Omoni Oboli for the uprising. We got 50% of the cinemas. So like what I mean by 50% is in terms of there are about 100 plus cinemas. We have 51, 52. So that's basically our market share. But in terms of like, I mean, there are some things we could do better, definitely, because towards the end of the year, things sort of almost soured out a bit. But it reaffirmed to us our importance in the market and the opportunity that we have to basically grow the market and redefine what we are doing in the market. So also, I mean, there were some setbacks. We could have had a higher percentage of the market, which is what we're aiming for. We could have been in more countries because right now we're only in 2 countries, but it could be better. And that's what we're aiming for now, to be better, to be the best actually. We set a bar that, look, man, with us, you can expect good prices, you can expect fantastic features, you can expect great support. So that bar, and even to quantify it in terms of support, like we have to reply you within 5 to 20 minutes of you making a response, and we'll give you a resolution time. And I mean, a lot of people really loved that. So if there's an issue, you can easily just meet us. Like we have us on WhatsApp and all. So we're trying to get it even higher. We're trying to get to a stage whereby there are no issues at all. Whereby, except if it's a user issue, whereby the user pressed something wrong. And even that one too, we're trying to make it less likely for that to happen. So yeah, so we're trying to set the bar high because we're not trying to be a Nigerian or African company. We're trying to be a global company, and there are companies that we're competing with are over 30 years old. So yeah, that bar of service needs to be high. Technology platforms do have issues sometimes. Banks, fintechs, everybody, they have some issues. But we've reached a stage whereby if we just simply sneeze, like if we just sneeze, everybody gets a cold, like everybody falls sick, and then they start coming to meet us like, look, why are we sick? Because you sneezed. Fix up. And so we've focused on being a lot more resilient, being able to serve people better. The bar is high that we need to reach, so we are all going for that. So I think that's the main thing we learned, that once, if you are saying, oh yeah, the leading provider in this market, in this subsector, you have to act like you are, and you have to keep on blowing the customer's mind, because no customer is going to come and tell you, oh, I wish your service was worse, or I wish your service was more expensive. Nobody's going to say that. So, or I wish your service was less efficient, or I wish you guys will answer me 2 days later if I have an issue. Nobody's going to say that. So those are the things that we are focusing on, to be better, to be more resilient, to have higher performance, and also to provide more products for the industry at large. Because most people think we are in the cinema sector, but that's not correct. We're in entertainment. We're in film entertainment, to be precise. So we are in various areas. We are in distribution. We have a tool for marketing. We have obviously our tool for cinemas, and we're coming out with a tool for content transfer to enable more communal screenings and to bring down the cost of building and operating a cinema. Because I mean, that's why the cinema count is this low right now compared to maybe a China or South Africa. We are going to announce that probably at the end of next month. No, probably at the end of this month. But what we're trying to do is, instead of sending films in the regular DCP format, we would have in protected MP4 formats, such that even cinemas that don't have as many big DCP projectors, they can use our content transfer tool, which is called Convoy, by the way, basically to protect your content. So, which is called Convoy, to protect the content that goes to the cinema. And the next leg of it is partnering with a sister company, Film Hub, such that they handle the setting up of the communal centers. We handle the security, the ticketing, the content transfer, so that whatever happens, it goes into the box office numbers. And more importantly, for young producers, upcoming producers, because now that Netflix is no longer buying originals like that, commissioning originals, Amazon isn't also, and their content acquisition has slowed down in terms of our local content. It means cinema is one of the most viable options. I mean, there's YouTube, but it's YouTube. It's not the same. No diss to anybody on YouTube, but I feel like the big screen is where the magic is. And so, even not a big screen, you can have a smaller screen, because there's a different hype as a young producer if people are gathering to watch your film and you get an applause at the end. You can ask the guys that that got awards at AFRIF, like it's a different feeling. So you know that in terms of the monetization, communal screening is extremely important, and that's what we're trying to get to. So with Convoy, we're trying to make sure that one film, you don't have to be a big established producer, distributor, but you can get your film to screen in hotels, restaurants, community centers, local cinemas, all of it's protected by Convoy. And the ticketing will be handled by Rich also, so that you have your, let's call it a CV. So when you're now pitching to new investors for your film, you're like, oh, my film made X amount of money, and it's verified because this was the ticketing system that was used, which is what cinemas also use. So you can't doubt the authenticity of the data.